Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Joseph. And what's going on in you guys? What's up for everybody today? And what's new? And what do you want to talk about? I just started laughing so hard about everyone's comments that I received later on during the day about where they've had quickies. I mean, if you go back and look at yesterday's, and I hope that we get more stories today about where people have been having a lot of quickies in like a lot of the outdoor areas. Too hot in the UK, just like you. Ha ha, Joseph. Good one. Good line. Anyway, I think I just cut off my head on top of everything. What else? Just wanted to find out what's going on in everyone's lives. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, or if there's any stories that you want to share, now's the time to do it. Besides, what's the weather? Let's go a little deeper here. Ari, this is AS Rose. This should be good. Ari, where is the wildest place that you've had sex? Just write it down in this and I'll start reading them off. I'm curious. And also I wanted to know, I thought we'd start I lost my virginity to this person and whether or not it was good or bad. Was it your boyfriend? Was it just a one-night stand? Was it a prostitute? What was it? Oh my God, Albert, a Bed Bath & Beyond store at closing? Is that hilarious? That is so freaking funny. Bed Bath & Beyond. Did you work there or you just saw a bed? Actually, it's not a bad idea because there's beds there at Bed Bath & Beyond. That's a good one. Never thought about those come up with that idea next time. Go to some place that have beds. Hi, Hurt Locker, how are you? So anyway, if you're just tuning in, sorry for the techie glitches and this movement of the screen, but I don't know what happened with my computer. It's really giving me trouble. Anybody want to join me on Patreon? You can help me. I'm going to try to buy a new computer with a better camera. Can't do that without having a lot of cashola. Okay. So here's another one from Joseph. Out in the bushes near a football pitch. A football pitch, is that like soccer or something? I'm guessing. But doing it outside is kind of exciting, but it's also tricky because you don't know who's going to walk by. You just try to avoid mixing sex with making a salad? Okay. Not sure what that means. Does this have to do with tossing salad? I'm not sure. Soccer, yes. Aha. Oh, a gym sauna. Ooh. That's super hot. It's really hot, literally. Aesthetics. I think quickies are shit. The orgasms are not strong and it doesn't feel like satisfied. I'd rather wait and have sex for 1 or 2 hours. Agreed. I mean, if we're going to talk about what's better, a quickie or a long, like you said, satisfying 1 to 2 hour, I mean, especially for women, we're not going to really get off on the quickies. But still, now and then, a quickie can be fun. Especially if, you have no other way of seeing each other. And it's got to be like, for me, I remember doing it in a stairwell to a hotel because I had people in my room and I couldn't be having sex while someone's in my room. What are we talking about? Hurt Locker, we're talking about quickies. We're talking about where we had quickies, the wildest quickies. We're talking about where you lost your virginity and to who and was it good? A quickie is good every now and then when you have a moment, but I prefer the long haul. All right, so thumbs up if you prefer the long haul over the quickie. Actually, make sure to give a thumbs up to this video. Yesterday, I had like the biggest, and here I was thinking, oh, I got to do something quick in my car, meaning video-wise, and it turned out like it was like one of the biggest hits I've ever had on YouTube. So give a thumbs up if you are enjoying these quickies in my kitchen now. I'm good with the puns. I'm good with the puns. That's right. It's so punny. Oh God. Curtis, my ex and I had sex at the Intercontinental Hotel in the ladies' bathroom. Yeah, I mean, think about it. If you're going to have sex in a bathroom, which bathroom do you do it in? I guess I would do it probably the ladies because I guess they have more stalls. Is that how you chose that, Curtis? Joseph, a quickie is good every now and then, but okay, we already talked about that. Let's see, I actually heard about how in my school a senior was caught banging his girl in the hallway. That's when you're really horny, if you start banging into someone in a high school hallway, or where was this? It can be more passionate. That is true, Joseph. And he was being too loud. Elliot, hey, can you please come on late, about 3 hours time? I'll try now and then. Like I said earlier, Elliot, I've been having problems trying to have all this different, my technology has been an issue, and that's why if you guys can help me out on Patreon, I will be able to get a computer that actually works. But also, I'm going out to celebrate a birthday today. Disabled toilets? There's more space? I don't think you... Oh, disabled toilets. I thought you wanted to disable a toilet. If you disabled a toilet, that would not be really... That would be a little messy. Hi, Bryson. It was upstairs hall that no one used. You got to try. I also had sex in a linen closet of a hotel. I think I'm beating all you guys. If we were playing Never Ever Ever, I would beat you. Ari, what about you? Who have you had? Ari, my one female on here that's bold enough to come forward. Don't forget to like this video if you're watching it later on, by the way. Let me know if you like quickies or you like long, drawn out sex, or both. I last too long. Quickies don't work anymore. Oh. Sometimes it's better for the woman if you take a longer time. Does a HJ that didn't finish count? Sure, a hand job counts too. Why not? Have anybody given hand job or have received a hand job or blow job in a car? That's a dangerous operation there. You had sex in I think someone had sex in a drum line. Playing the drums? I would rather get busted by a woman than a man. That's why I decided ladies' bathroom. Interesting. Although, maybe the men would be like rather impressed with that. A drum line. Okay. What is a drum line, Bryson? Sex on the beach. Yesterday we were talking about how that could get a little gritty. And I also told you a story about how a friend of mine was having sex on the beach, a female. She was, I don't remember what position she was in, but she said that some rando walked up behind her and wanted to join in and freaked her out. Quickies before I leave to work are always great, Ruben says. A drum room, not a drum line. And, okay, so most of you guys prefer the long, drawn-out, luxurious, take your time sex, and I think I could speak for all women that we prefer that, but now and then, a quickie can be fun. Spin the bottle? Okay, we were playing spin the bottle, and me and her went to the closet, and she didn't finish giving me a hand job. Spin the bottle? I haven't played spin the bottle in a long time, but that's a fun game. Let me know, you guys, if you have ever played spin the bottle. Remember that game? Or 7 Minutes in Heaven? Or Truth or Dare? Or any of those kind of games. I've been playing Never Have I Ever. And that's a drinking game. If you guys haven't played it, I played that. I did a live show in San Francisco with my son where we played it with the audience. It was a lot of fun because it's so funny to hear, like, you don't expect people to, especially shyer people, you don't expect them to come out with some of the things that they end up drinking too. Let's see. You need to play Spin a Bottle again, Hurt Locker. Was 7 Minutes in Heaven? I don't know. It's just an old time game. It stinks in there. We always wondered why. Where? In the drum line? In the drum room? Now you know why. So anybody have any questions of me today? If you want to talk about quickies, virginity stories, or anything else that's going on in your life, let me know. Let me know what, especially if you're watching this later, in the comment section, where's the wildest place you've had sex? Where's the place you want to have sex? It's a closet game in the closet, you and your girl. Yeah, it's 7 Minutes in Heaven is like, I think everyone goes in a closet for two people go in the closet for 7 minutes, and Lord knows what happens in there. I normally get inside of my girlfriend 5 times a day and take her to heaven and back. LOL. Talk about, okay, so 7 Minutes in Heaven for Joseph is basically having sex 5 times. Man, Joseph, your poor girlfriend, I wonder if she can walk. And Joseph, question about if she orgasms 5 times or just is it mostly you? I'm curious. A blow film was hard. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so what else is going on? Tell me what's going on in your life, and if you're watching this later on, make sure to give a thumbs up and make sure to follow me on Instagram. I may be doing Instagram Live later today for someone like Elliot who doesn't get a chance to see it at real time. Curtis, I had a quickie in a closed park late at night in the back seat of my car, and when we finished, I couldn't find my drawers and had to turn on the dome light, and we got busted by a cop. Exactly. I mean, that is the scary part. What happened, Curtis? Did you guys end up just getting a reprimand, a little slap in the hand? Or did you have to have something further happen? Oh my God, busted by a cop. I mean, that's a good story to tell later on, like now, right? She's the one who wants it all the time, and she climaxes every time. Joseph, you got to stick with this girl. This girl sounds like fun. Yeah, this is a lot of sex 5 times a day. Climaxing 5 times a day, too. Wow, okay. So, anyway, what else? Anybody else have any fun stories they want to share? Now's your chance. If there's any questions that you have, that you've been dying to ask me, now's your chance. I have a question for you guys. I have a guy on my Patreon page who wants me to be his mistress, meaning he wants to have me tell him tasks to do, like write his name 100 times on a piece of paper, or stop masturbating for 3 days, things like that. Does anybody have any tasks that I should give to this guy? I don't know why some of these men are turned on by being the subs, but sometimes they are, and if I can turn them on by telling them to go write their name 20 times on a piece of paper, I will. See what it takes to be my patron? You can have me give you tasks. Okay. She's 10 years older than you, Joseph, and she's very adventurous. Wow. So Joseph, that's a good one. And do you think she's adventurous because she's older, or is she just, that's her personality, or what do you think's going on there? Okay, so he let you go. Okay, Curtis is saying what happened. The cop let him go, and he had the big ass flashlight in our faces trying to look at my girl's teeth. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so he's looking and he's like not really looking at you, Curtis. He's just looking at your girl. Okay, what a perv, you know? What about Karen? What was your hottest time, Brendan? My hottest time, I had a lot of hot times. That one I told you about, the stairwell, was pretty hot. That was pretty cool for a quickie. And I also had quickies in outdoor areas too, which, like on a balcony, I remember having it, and that was pretty cool too. Or like in DC, I had it in front of the Treasury building in a hotel room. Sometimes I like to be an exhibitionist, I think. So what about you guys? You like being exhibitionist, meaning like you like to do it where you think that people might be watching? I can't think of any exciting stories at the moment. 5'5" Baltimore boy, he's sick. Are you talking about the cop? Ordered him to go down to the forest. Let's see. The sick. Oh, I know who's sick. The sub guy who wants me to order him to go down to the forest. What should he do in the forest? Let's see. I have a funny experience with a quickie. After being orgasmed together with my wife, my little daughter came in our room, and then I pull off my pen's penis from my wife's vagina and cover it with a pillow. What did you say to your daughter? Because that's happened to me too. I've been walked in on. And have you guys ever been walked in by, we always ask this on my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. I always ask, have you ever been walked in by a parent, or have you ever walked in on a parent? Let me know if what's ever happened with that. Have any of you guys been having sex with a girl or guy, and somebody walked in on you? You're cool with being a virgin, just want to be responsible, Bryson? Yeah, I mean, we're not even talking about virginity as much as just you can be caught, giving a hand job or kissing even or whatever it is. Curtis is saying that the cop was a perv that walked in on that shined a light on him and his girlfriend while they were in the car. She's been divorced, had 2 grown-up kids, and from what she told me, her sex life was non-existent. Yeah, so a lot of the reasons that women get really wild the second time around is because they've had like really bad sex for so long that they're like craving to have like some really good sex with someone other than the person that they've divorced. Anyone into group? Okay. If I could have it in the if I could have it in the pool. Okay, just so you know, I have also. You guys must think I'm like the most perverted of everybody, but I have had sex in a pool, and it's not the greatest because the water causes like it's just difficult to maneuver around in the water. It doesn't sound as wet as it is, but it is fun and exciting again for that reason, for the exhibitionist part of it. There's actually a video about a couple getting caught in a pool. Oh, that must be funny. Can you share it in the comment section below? Hurt Locker. Not a parent, but my best friend walked in on you, Joseph. What happened? Chris said, are you into guys in their 20s? I really like the older woman. You're a dream sex partner. Thank you, Chris. I already have a guy that I'm involved with and have been for almost 10 years. But I appreciate it. Let's see. Packing, not lacking. Karen, I'm the type of, I'm not going to say the N word, that'll wake you up in the morning just to pull your panties to the side and give you nothing but dick. Thank you for sharing that, Packing. Mr. Pirate Brain, I have had sex in a pool, on a train, with my green eggs in hand. I actually was thinking that, Sam, I am. Have you had it in a tree, in a bus, in a boot, hi, Kwame. Haven't seen you or heard you in a while. How are you? Kwame, come up with some real good stories of where you've had sex. I'm sure that they're going to be interesting. It was a sister I was doing. How do you think he acted? LOL. Joseph, I don't think whoever walked in on you thought it was cool that you were having sex with his sister. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. The more I keep thinking, the more I sound such a slut of all these different places that I've had sex. But one day maybe I'll make a list somewhere and put it on the internet. Yeah. It's only, it's on porn sites. Never mind. There's enough of that, I'm sure. And I doubt, who knows if that was real or set up anyway. That the cops really busted it. The backseat of a Jeep. Boring, I know. Kwame, I would have thought you could have come up with something more original than the backseat of a Jeep. No, I'm just kidding. It's just funny just to hear all these stories. What about over a car bonnet? Is that like a car hood, Joseph? Let's see. The reason I heard of it was because a YouTuber reacted to it. Interesting. Curtis says, I had a girl that I wanted to fuck so bad, and we were outside of a secluded spot. So she said, no, not here, and took me behind her dorm building in the exit door, and with a bright ass light on, exhibitionist. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes that's really hot to do it like that. I mean, I'm not recommending it by any means, because first of all, like, it's only for a quickie. It's not like for an orgasm, obviously, at least for her. It's probably not going to happen. But it is fun to just do something that's wild and crazy. In the bushes at the nude beach in Sydney, Australia. Asian boss. Woohoo! See, like, if you can go to those hedonism places and places like that, it's interesting to see what happens there with that. So if you guys are at a place that you're able to super chat me, go super chat me. I get all excited and jump up and down. And that's, if you go to that little dialogue box, you can super chat me. You can't be a slut because for every woman that's a slut, there's a man loving it. I'm kidding about the slut. I love classifying people as sluts. That means they're having fun having sex. Thank you, Mr. Pirate Brain, for sticking up for me, calling myself a slut. There's no sluts shaming. There's just slut loving. Okay, I have a question now. What do you think is better, with a condom or bareback? Well, Joseph, obviously, you're not. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. For me, obviously, bareback is better than a condom. However, two things. One, condoms would be better if I didn't want to have any diseases. And so therefore, condom would be better. But the other part of that is, I haven't really tried all the new condoms they have. And I know that Lilo has a new condom that I'm going to be getting some samples and talking about called Hex. And they're supposed to be like game-changing condoms. I got a blowjob on a beach in Cancun, Mexico. Middle of the night, waves crashing. It was nice. That sounds cool, Ruben. Very, very sexy. Mr. Pirate Brain, he had sex while eating a Vegemite sandwich. A Vegemite sandwich, okay. Don't worry, Karen, I know you're just experienced. Thank you, Hurt Locker. I like the way you say it that way. We almost got busted twice, and she loved it, especially when I made her soaking wet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Curtis. Kwame, Karen, are you attending Amber Rose's Slut Walk? No, I got to look into what Amber Rose's Slut Walk is all about. I can't keep up with all the stuff that goes on, and I am attending a really cool, it's like a men's empowerment pickup artist type of thing, although I'm not part of the whole pickup artist community, obviously. In September, I'll let you know about that soon enough. There'll be links in the description box below. Let's see. I also got a blowjob, Ruben, on a beach in Cabo. I'm a bad boy. Well, Ruben, either you're a bad boy or you like having blowjobs on the beach. Let's see. Yeah, all right. So make sure if you're watching this later that you write down in the comment section where you've had some fun, wild sexual experiences, what that was like for you, what it was like for her or him, or if you got busted, if you like the whole exhibitionist part of it, if, just let me know. I like to hear all this. And apparently everybody else likes to read the comments too, because there's a lot of comments going on the last video, so I'd like to keep this going. Let's see, I walked into a Spencer's gift shop and saw the biggest condom you could ever imagine. I'm sure there's all kinds of novelty gifts in those gift shops. David D'Angelo, I should get a hold of him. I think I have heard of him though, and I forgot who he is, Mr. Pirate Brain. There's a lot of people that are on my list for interviews, and between that and my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, and doing FaceTime Live on, if you guys haven't checked out, we're going to start doing FaceTime Live, where last time my son and I each wrote down and talked about our own playlist of our he called it baby making playlist. I call it having sex playlist because I do not want to have any baby making. But if you want to go to Sex Talk with My Mom on Facebook, make sure you go there. Just subscribe on, or is it called? Just follow us on Facebook, Sex Talk with My Mom. You'll see we did a video about our playlist, our sex playlist. It's really funny. One of the guys on Facebook, like some guy from, I don't know that he spoke good English, was just propositioning me, and my son just like went off on it, and it was hilarious. You gotta watch that to have a good laugh. Bryson says, one time in high school, a girl kissed me during class. Woo! There you go. Did you get in trouble by the teacher? David's a male version of me. Awesome. I got to meet David. I definitely feel like I've had some contact with him, but I don't remember what it was. Like we must have emailed or something, or maybe we were on the same panel. Or I don't remember, but he sounds really familiar. I'll just have to check it out again, though. I'm the type of guy that would take you out to get some food and get under the table and eat your pussy. Packing. What? No, okay, so I do know one person who did something like that. That was pretty hot, but I don't know if I would be into that. I think I'd be a little too scared about, people finding out. You don't want more kids, Karen. Janet Jackson, 52, and she had a kid. No, Kwame, I have 3 kids. I do not want any more babies, and I am done with that. I'll leave that to the kids. My kids can have babies, and I'll be a great grandma. I'll be a gilf. Let's see. You didn't get in trouble, Bryson? Okay. No more kids. So I'm gonna go because we're about winding down. If there's any more stories that you want to share, please put them in the the description, the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and like any videos that you see. And like I said, Sex Talk with My Mom. You will love this. It's we do live shows on Facebook. Sex Talk with My Mom. I got twerked on it. Okay, we're still getting some more by the girl of your dreams. I mean, that's another thing. It's like if you can get any kind of, those kind of things you remember forever, Hurt Locker. You remember, like, if you've been lusting after one person and they finally made out with you, and then wherever, you remember that. Crack open the bottle of wine. Do you see this bottle of wine behind me? It's actually by Madonna's on here. I'll show you guys this, if you could see this. There, I don't know if you could see that, but that's Madonna's bottle of wine. And because I love Madonna so much, and she's the same age as me, I have a kindred spirit to anything with Madonna. And she's also, like, very open about sex and healthy about it. So, whatever. Just me and Madonna. I used to have lots of sex with this woman who was 15 years my senior. One afternoon I went to her home, and her daughter and grandkids were there, and she took me to the bedroom and had a good hard fuck.